Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'll be watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 7 and 8. This has been an emotional roller coaster. I feel like every episode hits you like daggers and just all the emotions. And last episode we got to learn more about how they burned their own house down, so they have no way to go back. And like, doesn't that just break your heart? And I feel like we're all a little bit like Armstrong there, who just cries with them, although we don't rip off our shirts. But like, he expressed our feelings very greatly in the last episode. I do wonder though, didn't we see one of the now I forgot the name, the sins being behind Dr. Marco, and that we don't know what happened with him? Did we see what happened? I'm suddenly like, did I completely have a brain moment where I don't remember? But I feel like we saw this moment of her popping up behind him, and that was that. And so I don't know, do we need to just assume that he's gone, or I don't know. Anyway, that scares me. But without further ado, I kind of just want to get into the episodes. If you want to see the full-length and edited versions ahead, you can find those on Patreon, everything 2 weeks ahead. So if you can't wait, already go watch the next ones over there. Let's go! Still nothing about the dad, right? Oh. I have to admit that I'm mentally, emotionally still stuck in episode 4. I think about that once a day at least. Oh my god.
Dr. Marco's research!
In the end, burning the entire place down was easier.
Oh.
The Full Metal boy found out about Marco's research. Something had to be done about it.
And she just blew it all up.
I smell him. I can smell him.
That's one scary dude.
I still get to eat him, right?
Oh yes, down to the last strand of hair.
I love to eat, but he makes me nauseous. What a creep. He found him real quick.
Scar hasn't been sighted. Not once since that incident with the Elric brothers.
I wish he would be eaten, but I fear he isn't.
I've got a ladder to climb.
You may not want to display your ambitions quite so nakedly, sir.
Quite so nakedly. And these people leave a mess everywhere.
Have you found the body?
Not yet, but we're still searching.
What if it's like a no body, no crime, right? Because he got eaten.
Don't take so much as a coffee break until that's done.
At this rate, you're gonna work us all to death.
Shut up!
I guess we'll get to work then.
Damn, this guy loves his job.
I didn't get my snack.
Yes, I know.
Did he lose an arm though? Gluttony earlier?
We'll be taking over supervision of Edward Elric and his brother effective immediately.
No! But Miss Armstrong?
Although, if you don't mind me asking, why are you wearing a suit of armor?
He is a suit of armor.
A hobby? What kind of freaky hobby is that, Lieutenant?
Are these boys anyway?
Right in front of their faces. They have weird hobbies.
It's a lovely view, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Everybody wanted that ride to be over quick.
Thank you, I'm so sorry. I got myself trapped under a whole mountain of books.
Damn, she could have died there.
Oh, the library. The word itself is so beautiful.
I love this. She's passionate about her hobby.
If I don't find another job, I'll never be able to move my poor elderly mother into a better hospital.
Oh, girl.
I'm useless, good for nothing, more pathetic than pond scum.
Damn, what could you do if your skill is reading? Maybe be a translator? Or like the people that check books before they get publicized?
Let's see, Tim Marco. There were some handwritten notes stuffed into a bookcase where they didn't belong.
Oh.
Which means they burned up along with everything else.
Yeah.
Did you want to read them?
Maybe she took them out because they didn't belong there.
I remember everything that was in them. Would that help at all?
Girl.
I'm able to remember the content of any book I've ever read.
Damn, I wish I had that skill. She should go to law school. The only thing you need to do is remember stuff.
Complete copies of all Tim Marco's notes. Sorry, I know 5 days is a long time to wait.
What? She's a computer.
Written by Tim Marco. 1,000 easy recipes.
Honey.
Oh, great. Does this mean we came all this way for a cookbook?
Maybe there's a clue in there, right? You cannot just put it out there.
Withdraw that amount from my annual research grants and make sure Sheska gets it.
Did he miss a decimal point somewhere?
Oh, good guy. I was kind of hoping for that. Help her out and her sick mom.
Alchemy is a powerful art. It can be incredibly dangerous if misused.
It's encoded.
Alchemic research is always encrypted.
Or encrypted.
We'll have to use all our alchemical knowledge.
Wow, sir. That sounds really complicated.
He's like, "Ooh, I'm so tired suddenly."
Do we have copies available of Flamel's Codex or Lamsprings concerning the Philosopher's Stone?
Is like Flamel also not a character from Harry Potter? Oliver Flamel now?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Ross and Rosh. They're always like in your face, these little cards.
Maybe we should ask Dr. Marco about this directly.
No way! That'd be admitting defeat!
And like, is he okay?
Thanks to the money you gave me, Edward, I was able to move my mother to a better hospital.
Yay!
Have you had any luck deciphering it so far?
Oy. Bad question.
Have you found another job yet?
Oh, whoa, right back at ya. Burn.
It's nice to know that even a pathetic mess like me can help out sometimes.
Can you believe her? This is so sad.
I think that the kind of dedication you show to reading is a talent all on its own. And besides that, you should have more faith in yourself.
Yes! Yes! This guy needs to go to bed earlier.
Major Armstrong told me you two were here.
They talk to Colonel Hughes like he's an old friend.
Just how high up are these boys?
What's up with them though? I feel like for being low-ranking officers, we see a lot of their conversations.
All our case records were stored in the stacks at that location, and trying to work without them hasn't been a picnic, let me tell you.
Well, I have read the military's criminal case records, and I do remember them all.
That's all I needed to hear, lady.
Who like reads criminal records as a hobby. And I'm very much into true crime.
Thank you! Thank you!
Get to work!
How did you put it again, Al? I think dedication is a talent all on its own.
It's something I always think whenever I see a certain someone I know.
Oh, damn, Al is really good at this pep talk thing.
I'm awake. They've been at it for 10 days now. I'm impressed they're still going after all this time.
Dedication. Oi.
We cracked the code and decrypted the notes.
Dr. Marco was right. It's evil. The main ingredient for a Philosopher's Stone is human life.
Oh my god.
In order to manufacture even a single stone, you have to make multiple human sacrifices.
I can't believe it. How awful.
Yeah, this is not good news.
Don't speak to anyone about this.
But sir...
I wonder though if they're tricking them to see if they can trust them. I feel like you see that many times. They say something to someone and then everybody's like... And then it comes out that it was not the truth because they wanted to see if they would tell anybody. In this case, maybe they're just telling the truth.
They worked so hard to decipher those notes only to find out that.
What was that?
Oh, it was nothing, sir!
Your behavior is...
Oh, whoa. I wonder how much he spends yearly on new shirts.
Pretty awful, huh?
Oh no, it was the truth. I was kind of hoping that it was like, nope.
I'm starting to think this is God's special way of torturing people who've committed taboos.
Aww. You guys have been tortured enough though.
I wonder if it'll be like this all our lives. There's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while.
Here comes the daggers.
Elric,
Or not. The tension building.
I know what it's said, Edward Elric.
Always the sparkles.
Do you think the legend of the Philosopher's Stone is built on such a terrible secret?
It's hard to stay quiet when someone like him asks you.
Maybe you'll find the truth hidden within the truth.
What you can see on the surface is only a portion of the truth.
There's something more hidden. Yes.
What's this building used for?
It was designed for the 5th laboratory, but it isn't currently in use.
Isn't it?
How can you be so sure that's it?
There's a prison right next door.
Oh no, they're using people, prisoners.
There'd be plenty of condemned criminals in the prison. Officially, they'd be recorded as executed.
Why do I have the feeling that we're getting involved in something really dangerous here?
That's why we told you to pretend like you'd never heard anything.
Should never have told these two.
In the meantime, officers, speak of this to no one.
Sir!
Do you believe them?
And you, Elric brothers, behave yourselves. You were thinking about sneaking into this building and taking a look around, weren't you? Admit it!
He sees right through them.
Sure we weren't.
And they're still gonna do it anyway, okay.
Guard posted in an unused building. Interesting.
Suspicious. I agree. Well,
You're fine on your own?
Whether I'm fine on my own or not isn't the issue. You're too big to get through here.
I'm not fine, but we don't have any other option.
It's not like I asked to get this big.
Oh. Poor baby.
It looks as if we've got guests.
Well, they already got their eyes on them. That's not great.
Lucky I've got a small body.
Oh no! I just found myself a tiny little pipsqueak!
First time this episode. Oh no. No! Moments like this, I'm glad I immediately watch multiple episodes because I would not want to go now. Oh boy. Alright, interesting episode. I really like this. I feel like we're on a quest. This show, right? You have the history of the war, but also like the political things right now. That there's scientific tests being done without police knowing, without many people knowing. I love that level of intrigue. Let's immediately watch next one because Edward is in trouble and Elle maybe as well. Okay, let's go. It is July and I don't want you guys to be bored in summer, so I have some amazing Patreon exclusives for you guys lined up. First of all, I was uploading the Young Pope and those I will continue and will be finishing in July. And then I have some amazing exclusive movies. First one is Get Shorty. Second one is 13 Days. And the third one is Contact. And if you ask me, those were all absolutely great movies. So if you want to see some more movies, you can check those out on Patreon exclusively. I'm also continuing season 3 of The Wire. And yeah, there's a bunch of exclusives on there already. So if you want to check that out, make sure to go to Patreon and join. Also, everything else on the channel is on Patreon 2 weeks ahead. The full-length episodes and the YouTube edits. So if you can't wait for Sopranos, Stranger Things or Fullmetal Alchemist, you can already go watch more on there than you can find over on YouTube. And I might be working on some other shows for the future as well that I'm actually pretty excited to bring to you guys, but more on that later. Right, thank you for listening. Thank you for considering joining Patreon, and let's go back to the reaction. I love when she comes to cuddle with me because it rarely happens and she never stays long. But when she does, I just take it all in.
Ed and Al sneaked into the supposedly abandoned 5th laboratory.
Ooh, I'm a bit nervous.
You move pretty well for your size. If you didn't, though, it wouldn't be worth the effort to cut you down.
Oh.
I'm number 66. That's the name they gave me when I came to work here anyway.
The fact that they give you a number, oh great. So they're performing alchemy.
I bet this is what they use to transmute a philosopher's stone.
Yes, that's right.
Yikes.
But you sure figured out a lot just from looking at a transmutation circle.
Yeah, it must be like, how do you know? And what are you doing here?
And believe me, I'm not your pal.
Who is this Pop? Hey, that's Sammy, my sloth.
My sword can pierce steel as well as flesh.
He's like, no.
Go out on a limb here and say you're hollow inside.
Oh.
I could tell from the sound. I spar against someone like you all the time.
He also did the taboo.
I think there's more than one idiot in the world who came up with the brilliant idea of bonding a disembodied soul to a suit of armor.
48 is the number I was assigned when I was on death row, back when I still had a living body.
Oh, so they don't kill them, they do, like, they bond them to material, like with Alphonse.
They simply recognized my skills, gave me this body, and made me their trusty guard dog.
Kind of weird to call it skills.
Why not just let me go?
But what kind of mass murderer lets his prey get away so easily?
He's so proud of his status as mass murderer.
My dear little Alicia's about to turn 3!
Such a dad.
Stop calling me to gush over your daughter.
Not just my daughter, Colonel. I gush over my wife, too.
Oh my god, what a cutie.
We found many bodies on the site where he vanished, but all of them are so decomposed that it's been difficult to identify them.
Oh boy.
Many people here think it's most likely that he's dead.
I should be able to lift the bodyguard from the Ulrich brothers soon.
No, don't do that.
But a couple of his men have taken over now.
Yeah, and they're doing a fantastic job.
Major Armstrong's gonna take his shirt off again and yell at us some more.
We have these Jesse and James pipes from Pokemon.
My shoulder doesn't feel right.
But it's not as strong, so don't try anything crazy.
Oh, that's a bit scary to know that he's a bit weaker than before.
What a cute little monkey.
Who you calling little?
It needs to be said one time per episode at least. Damn, I have a full-blown cough attack.
Why can't you sit still for a second and let me cut you up?
Just let me cut you up.
You're empty.
Oh, what a shocker. That must be for Alphonse.
There's a bit of a story behind that.
Oh, he recognizes that story.
There was a butcher named Barry who loved his work. But one day, Barry found that cutting up beef and pork wasn't enough.
Damn, Barry.
And began cutting up people instead. In time, of course, Barry was caught. But not before 23 victims had fallen prey.
Whoa.
We haven't even reached the good part. Barry isn't actually dead, you see.
It's not really the good part.
I am the infamous serial killer, Barry the Chopper!
Barry the Chopper. Oh man, they just mentioned this so like, as it's nothing.
Shouldn't you be going, ah! Or what happened to your body? Or something?
Yeah.
What happened to your body, freak?
That's interesting.
You were on death row too. You had me startled there.
Hey, I'm not a criminal.
He was just a little boy. His story is actually sad.
My brother transmuted my soul and bonded it to this armor.
Are you sure you and your brother are really related?
What?
Are you sure that you're not a puppet created and controlled by your so-called brother?
Huh?
Were you ever even a real person to begin with?
Oh no, don't get into his mind now.
I was a real boy and my name was Alphonse Elric.
You are a real boy.
And who's to say those memories aren't made up?
Don't let him get to you.
But Winry and Granny, they know me.
Yes.
You were never alive to begin.
Oh god.
This area's off limits. Don't move.
Wow, okay.
I kill, therefore I am.
I kill, therefore I am. I don't think it goes like that. Fluffiest tale in Belgium. Right, girl? Swiggity swooty.
What's the matter? You still haven't destroyed the blood seal.
He's just like blah 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 blah. This reminds me of Monty Python.
I'm not beaten yet.
Oh, okay. I guess we can move without our head now. Oh, he was lying. You know what? I was gonna say, like, what if it's a trick, right? Because he showed it so easily, but then last time, the previous episode, I was completely wrong with my guess. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm just looking too far all the time. And no, I've been right.
Damn, I've lost too much blood. I'm starting to feel dizzy.
Oh no.
I'm going to die.
What?
How could you use that brat?
He's wriggling. That's freaky.
That is freaky. Did he get some power from thinking about Scar? That's odd.
With bodies like these, are we really even people?
But don't go there again. This is so sensitive.
If I didn't, that would mean I didn't believe my own brother as a
Right.
person either.
But how can you know for sure? You've got a blood seal too, right? Destroy it. Go ahead, break it yourself.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know that my brother is a human being.
Oh, Edward, we kind of don't have time for the talk. We need to get to Alphonse.
We're being treated like humans for the first time. I'll tell you who made the Philosopher's Stone and ordered us to guard this place.
There she is. Oh, yikes.
Number 48, you should know better than to talk about things that don't concern you.
So it's actually not by the own government and all of that. It's actually by the sinners. I'm gonna call them that because it makes it easier.
Brother! Brother!
Wow.
Tell me who you people are. What do you mean when you say important sacrifice?
We have so many questions too.
This is a fight that you started, so come on!
Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.
No.
Don't ever forget this. Always remember we allowed you to live.
So many questions.
We can't have him poking around this place again. It's too dangerous. Blow it up.
The amount of arsony in this show.
But I guess I've been too afraid to say it.
What was Ed about to tell me?
Oh no, he's really getting to him. No, 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 no.
You're mine now, little puppet! What?
Stay right there.
Thank God. I've been waiting for them to arrive and was like, why are they not there?
I know what this means. Time to get out of here.
He's like, goodbye, suckers. Oh, God.
Stop him from taking these crazy risks. He's a precious resource.
What does that mean? Oh, God.
You keep it down in there, Kimberly.
I was just recalling the Ishvalan War of Extermination, and it put me in such a good mood.
Oh boy, another bad guy. It's like thinking back of this in a happy way is so wrong.
Are you sure you're not a puppet created by your so-called brother?
Oh no, I really feel like him talking to Alphonse is gonna set things in motion. And I never thought, but it makes sense that we have the Brotherhood thing in question at one point, because yeah, Alphonse really got the worst deal here, but he also got saved by Edward, so it's like, no, little boy, no, don't question. But yeah, if you know that he wants to tell you something and he's scared to tell you, and then somebody is like, yeah, it's because you kind of know, it could be because you're not real, and then it gets to him, and oh, I hope that gets resolved soon. I really like these 2 episodes about the 5th laboratory, but I also have way more questions than I had before, because why did they let him live? Why is he a resource? And also basically now we have a serial killer butcher guy out on the run, right? Like one of them got killed, but the other one got away. Barry the butcher. Damn, so curious. Loving the show as always. I hope you enjoyed today's reactions. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe. As always, the full reaction you can find over on Patreon. Edited versions as well, and everything 2 weeks ahead. So if you can't wait, make sure to check out Patreon. You can immediately jump into the next ones. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.